Hello, everyone, and welcome to Emporia, Kansas, the host of the 2018 United States Amateur Match Play Championship Finals. I am Anthony Vandenheuvel, and I have with me Tournament Director Doug Bierkus.
Hello, everyone.
Competing in the finals, we have Matt Whitlock from South Carolina and Jacob Dills from Portland, Oregon.
It's kind of cool to have folks from both sides of the country.
Both ends of the country, yeah. We do have an interview with them with our own Robert McCall, so let's jump over to that before we get into the action.
Good morning, everyone. We are here on day 3, the final day of competition here at the U.S. Amateur Match Play Championships. We've got Matt Whitlock, we've got Jacob Dills. These are our 2 finalists. One of them is going to be taking home 18 veteran baskets, T-signs, and discs for life. The other is going to be taking home 9 veteran baskets and $1,000 worth of credit to the Dynamic Disc Store. Guys, you've had some time to sleep on it since we talked yesterday. How you feeling? How are you going to attack the course today?
Feeling good. Got some good rest. Woke up, did my normal routine, little stroll in the morning, clear my head, and just gonna attack it like I did on Friday. Keep it close and out of OB.
Excellent. What about you, Jacob?
My goal is just to play smart and take the strokes as they come.
Excellent. I can dig it. Well, we are about to get started here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you want to be a part of this action, you're a little too late for singles. Also, these guys probably would have beat you. But in case you still want to be involved, we've got the U.S. Amateur Match Play Championship doubles brackets that are going on right now. So if you haven't signed up for those yet, get that going. We'll get started shortly. Good luck, gentlemen.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
First on the tee, from South Carolina, Matt Whitlock.
All right, so first up here we have Matt Whitlock. Hole 1 at Peter Pan is a par 3, 375 feet. Plays out over the OB baseball field, or you can kind of play it safe and not go over the OB field. Matt chose to go over the field, and it looks like it's going to work out for him.
Yeah, looks like he's on the edge of the circle. Should put some pressure here on Jacob.
Lining up the same shot over the field, just not quite wide enough. It's an intimidating tee shot.
Yeah, if you catch those trees, if you don't go out wide enough, you're going to be stuck where Jacob is here.
It's an easy up and down, but considering that this is match play, ooh, you're not necessarily looking to get up and down a whole lot. You're looking to score and score early.
Wow, he caught the right side there to get the first hole. He's one up.
So yes, match play. Can you tell us a little bit, Doug, what's the difference between match play and stroke play?
Well, you basically, if you win a hole, you go up that number of holes. So it's kind of like skins, but the most you can do on a hole is lose a hole or win a hole. It doesn't matter how many strokes you have going there.
Very nice. So Matt won the first hole, but after that drive, the door's kind of open for Jake to take this one back, or Jacob to take this one back.
Yeah, match play is pretty. Oh, he hit a tree too. Match play is exciting like that because you make decisions based on what your opponent has done. You don't make decisions against an entire field where everyone's playing for a total stroke count at the end of a match.
If you take a 5 and your opponent takes a 6, you still win the hole.
Exactly.
Hopefully we don't see many 5s and 6s today, though. Matt hung his a little wide. That's going to work.
Yeah, he was lucky to get through that tree there.
Lots of pressure on Jacob for this putt now.
Yep, left a lot of meat on that bone.
Just a little bit low out of his hand. I wonder if it's just a little bit of pre-round nerves. Obviously, these guys have played 7 to 8 rounds of match play just to get to this point.
Oh, yeah, maybe even 10. It's amazing how many matches they've gone through.
This is for all the marbles now. So after 2, we have Matt Whitlock up to, moving on to hole 3, 330 feet. Kind of a downhill hyzer shot, but I feel like you want to throw something faster than you would think. You want that aggressive finish and skip.
Yeah, although it looks downhill, the end of this hole is uphill, and you're right. You need to keep that drive low and fast. Jacob got his a little bit up
He
here.
got the fast.
Yeah, he got the fast, and they both have some long putts, though.
This is one where you can't count on it every single time that you're going to get it. You step up to the tee pad and think it's an easy shot, but it's tricky.
Yeah, what's going through Jacob's head here is, do I want to put it up under the basket and make sure I get the push, or do I want to give it an honest run?
Oh, went for it.
Yeah, he did.
Just a bit high. Kind of wonder if that's some overcompensating from the last hole where he missed it low.
Yeah, Matt's a little closer than I thought. Bam!
Wow, that's a great putt.
Yeah.
3 through 3. Matt Matt does not have any nerves right now.
No, Jacob's got to be thinking, "Oh man, I've got to win a hole here to try
gotta
to
play
get
more
back
than
into
10.
this." It's tough when you've played 3 and you're already down 3.
Yeah, so hole 4 is in the par 3, the shorter position, 365 feet. Just a nice straight shot, or there is this kind of inside hyzer that Matt's taking and perfecting.
Oh my gosh, that looked like it was going to go in. Although that run's going to cost him now that he's in the
Yep.
weeds there.
That's the thing with this hole. You want to come in flat. It does kind of slope right to left, so any sort of angle you get, you're going to get pushed left into those trees.
I'm guessing they're both going to be in there.
That's a good tree kick.
Looks like
That's going to keep him on the edge, give him a putt. Or, yeah, as you can see, Matt is tucked all up in there. Not the ideal spot to be.
many years ago at the GBO that was OB, but over the last several years we've just been playing that as casual. Looks like he caught some lettuce there on the way out.
Jacob's got a long-ish look, but it's open. He doesn't care. Jam it.
That is the way to bounce back from being 3 down.
Yeah.
For our viewers that don't understand match play, you can see now Matt is 2 up because Jacob was able to get a hole back there.
So moving on to hole 5, probably the hardest par 3 on the course in terms of tee shot, and that's exactly why.
Yeah, but he's safe, so he didn't go OB. When you go OB in match play, it's really easy for the next guy throwing because they just have to do something smart and safe, and it looks like both these guys are looking for trees.
Matt caught some cabbage last hole. Now he is caught by the cabbage this time. So Jacob is a little bit past the drop zone, which is the short tee pad, but he's kind of forced into this tough, tight turnover shot. Got some sort of a mid-range here.
Nice Huck Lab stamp on it.
Showing that Portland support.
That might be coming
Nice
out too
and
much.
high. I'll give him a look. A little outside the circle, probably.
Just take it behind.
There's Matt. You couldn't drop that disc there if you wanted to, but he did it.
Looks like for this next shot, he's going to tree off instead of tee off.
Well, I'm sure he's hoping to not tree off. Wow.
What a great
Perfect.
standstill shot.
Off the pole.
I tell you, when you see dust fly up like
Goodness.
that near the basket, you know it's a good shot. This puts a lot of pressure.
Goodness.
Here's where you don't want to be short. If you're going to miss it, at least give it a chance because you know your opponent's
Yep.
going to par the hole.
You don't have to worry about a comebacker in this situation.
Oh, what a
Oh,
clutch putt.
Wow. One way to not worry about comebackers is to just make the putt.
It looks like Jake
easy tap
has
in.
settled down quite a bit here.
Yeah.
Surprised he made Matt putt that. One of the things in match play is when you have a putt from, 5, 6, 8 feet, you sometimes just say, hey, that's good,
You
and
can't.
you walk off.
But when you're playing for 18 veteran baskets and discs for life,
Yeah, that's true. That's
you,
true.
You can't just give up like that. So hole 6 is a par 3, and Jacob is taking kind of the inside flex line. There's a big flex line there.
That is my favorite way to play this hole is something stable with an anhyzer on it, whereas Matt looks like he's just going straight.
And he was talking as we were walking up the fairway. He was talking to his little brother was his caddy all weekend. And he was saying, "Man, I thought I hit that. I thought that was perfect." He said he was trying to play up towards the short pin there that you can see and just give himself a nice 25, 30 footer. Instead, a little bit longer, and that tree is just super guardian tree.
Yeah, he should be good there. You mentioned his little brother caddying for him all week long. They were wearing matching shirts, and in fact, I think the night before the finals, they headed up to Topeka to
Yep.
get the United States themed shirts to wear during the match. Those
They-
guys look good all week.
Look good, feel good, play good.
Yeah.
So we've got another push here. Matt is going to stay 2 up after 6. So he's got a lead. He's got to feel a little bit comfortable, but they're only 6 holes in. Jacob still has plenty of time, and he's kind of calmed his nerves, seems to be playing his game now.
Yeah, Matt's actually in a good position here, driving second with that lead because he can always respond to what Jacob does. So if Jacob, parks something, he knows that he can run for it. If he doesn't, he knows he can play a little safer. It's
Play it
actually
safe.
a good place to be when you're in a match like this.
No kidding. And Jacob put a really nice move on that, put some pressure back on him. Matt a little bit shorter, but both of them are going to have looks for sure. That tree looks like it's just off to the right.
Yep. I've always liked having the first putt in match play. Matt didn't do it there, but when you make that first putt and your opponent is inside of you, it's almost more pressure.
Real
on them.
pressure now, yeah. When you putt like Jacob, it doesn't matter.
Wow, he has responded in a big way to get this back to just one hole here.
I wonder what's going through Matt's head right now. After 3 through 3, he has to feel pretty good. Now he's only got 1 on him.
And stepping up to an island hole that you've got to stick. The famous Emporia's Monkey Island hole 8 at Peter Pan.
It says 350 feet. Jacob is throwing some sort of a mid-range here, so I feel like it plays a little bit shorter than that. And that's a great shot. Off the tee, really, you want to get close, but the important part is just get it in the island, give yourself a putt, put the pressure on Matt.
Now, the story behind this is that years ago, the person that owned that facility, I believe, had a handicapped daughter, and to entertain his daughter, he built this monkey cage, and that used to be filled with monkeys that
No way.
someone would watch.
No, some would argue that it's still filled with monkeys.
Yeah, especially when you and I are playing out there.
Big putt there by Jacob.
Wow, these guys are playing some
These guys?
good golf.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jacob struggled a little bit the first couple holes. I think it was just kind of those early round jitters, maybe a little bit of nerves, but he's calmed himself down, and they're playing some serious golf right now.
this is a new position. Some of you that may have watched this hole at GBOs from the past, this pin is now over to the left. Oh, no, we're playing 9. I was thinking hole 10 there, Anthony.
Yep, you're getting ahead of yourself. We will play hole 10.
Yes, they will.
You're just really getting to tell him way ahead of time.
Yeah.
Matt throwing, I believe that's one of his lucid suspects.
That looked really sharp.
I believe that's perfect. Now there's some serious pressure on Jacob. He's probably 100 feet short. He knows he has to run it a little bit high. The basket's right behind that bush on the left.
Yeah.
A little bit high.
Looks like Matt's going to be 2 up again. I tell you, there are some shots you take in match play you'd never take in stroke play. For instance, that shot that Jacob just had, he's thinking, I got to make this, and I'm going to run at it. And if I end up 30 feet past, it really doesn't make a difference because the only way I can have this hole is to make this shot.
Exactly.
Here's where we've moved that pin. It used to be to the right, but now we've put it back behind the Monkey Island to the left from that tee pad, and makes for a great shot.
Mm-hmm. And this was, if anyone watched the Monkey Island Open coverage, this was the hole that Jake Lauber aced. So, you know, it's kind of an overstable putter shot. Jacob went with that same mid-range again, and now that sidewalk is safe. It is in bounds, so he is safe. He does still have this probably 25, 30-foot putt to hopefully push the hole. Matt is pretty parked. Oh. And you could tell he knows he needed to make that.
Yeah, just like that, Matt puts this in, and he's back to 3 up. And there it is.
There it is, yep. Still a big putt for Matt. Definitely wasn't easy, but that's one Jacob's going to want back for sure. That's one he knows. I mean, he's been making bigger putts than that today. He knows he's capable.
Yeah, so both these guys, they won local brackets, and then they won their state brackets, and then have survived. This would be their 6th match here in Emporia this particular weekend.
Lots and lots of match play between these two. Hole 11 is a 260-foot kind of a, you can see these guys are taking the turnover line. There is also a sidearm line. Jacob is loving that.
Beautiful.
Wow. He is throwing that, whatever mid-range that is, he is throwing it all over the place.
This is one of the few holes in Emporia where a sidewalk, if it exists, is in bounds. The road is what's OB here, as many people who've played the GBO know, and that was a money putt.
Yeah.
Jacob's in his mind probably thinking, hey, I might get one here, and that's a dagger when someone sinks the long one, and now you got to just tap in to push.
Matt said, nope, not giving it up that easy. So hole 12 is a par 3, 321 feet. This is the peninsula hole. This is the one where in match play, I feel like it's a little bit different than in stroke play. In stroke play, it's very tempting to go for it, and if you do, you might get the 2, you might get the 4. Where in match play, it looks like both of these guys, Jacob might be going for it.
He's
okay. It looked the line. That's the go for it line.
Yeah, just needed a little more oomph, a little more gasoline in the tank.
He took the aggressive layup. So it looks like Matt's just going to put this under and force Jacob to make a decision. He makes the smart decision.
And I think that's a risk-reward decision where, well, he would love to get a hole 1 a hole pushed is far better than a hole lost.
He's still got time. He's still, what is he, 3 back now? But they're only through 12. He still has holes to make up those 3.
Yeah, he's probably doing some math, though, where he's going, I've got 6 holes, 3. I got to start winning at least every other hole to get back into this thing.
It's starting to get to that point. So par 4, hole 13. Normally a par 4, you would think, all right, this is where I can really attack and stroke play. But in match play, this hole is very difficult to make up ground on, especially when Matt throws his drive like that. Perfect position. That's that same lucid suspect, right? Prime landing zone.
Yeah, these guys are not going to... They're not going to win the hole with their first shot, but they sure could lose the hole with their first shot. It looks like that one is...
Jacob, a little bit more turn than I think he wanted, but there is kind of this outside hyzer skip line. It's not ideal, but it's there.
There's an anhyzer out over the water, too. I'm not quite sure where the trees are there, but he's got to be thinking that a 4 is going to be good here to at least have the hole.
Yeah. He's lining up this hyzer line.
Boy, Anthony, I got to tell you, the weather this weekend has been fantastic for these guys.
Mm-hmm. The power on that shot was fantastic. The angle, not quite so fantastic. He is probably a good 120 past the basket now.
Matt went with that anhyzer I was talking about earlier, and wow, he played that well.
He played that perfectly.
A little lucky getting through those trees because it was cut off a little bit, but the result is that he's putting inside the circle, and now Jake has another one of these long putts. He's thinking, man, I got to put this in.
Yeah. Not a bad effort, but you can tell, you can see in his reaction there, he knows. He did not play this hole the way he should have. And if Matt makes this, which he does,
up 4
now
with 5 to go.
That's a lot worse than up 3 with 6 to go.
Matt may be thinking about where those 18 baskets are going at this point. And I know Jacob's thinking, I've got to start winning a string of holes here.
Game plan is now out the window. It is full-on attack mode for Jacob right now. He has no other choices.
And Matt, when you're playing match play like this, he can actually take a little off of everything and go, hey, I just need to play for a 3 here, which he clearly has done with that shot because...
a little short.
Yep.
Little tucked into those trees. But like you said, even if he can just push 2 more holes, he wins. He doesn't have to attack. He's just going to play it safe, play it smart, and force Jacob to make a move.
Get there. That may be sawed off a little early, too.
He tried similar spot, maybe a little bit more tucked into those trees. Yeah, you can see when you're trying to make up ground and there's Matt's disc right in front of it, that is not the spot you want to be for your your stay alive putt.
And you know, he's got to be thinking, I've got to make this. At this point in the match, he's thinking this thing will
not a bad effort, but Matt looks like he has a little bit cleaner look. If he can drain this, that's bad news for Jacob.
No.
Just off the top. So if they make these, Jacob is still alive. If they can push this, he's going to be 4 down with 4 to go. Matt makes it, so now Jacob has this to stay alive. That's no problem for him. So there we go. 4 up for Matt, 4 to go. If he just pushes 1 more hole, if he wins 1 more hole, 18 baskets, disc for life in his pocket. He can feel it right now.
In match play, they call this dormy. He is dormy. He can't lose unless, of course, it goes to extra holes. All he can do is over the next 4 holes, if he pushes or wins a hole, he'll win this match.
Did you hear that, Doug?
What's that?
That is the door swinging wide open for Jacob.
Yeah, he needs to take advantage of that, though, here.
Yes. He was standing on the tee pad thinking for a long time on this one. This is a Biofusion getaway, and then he had, I think it was a captain, which was his more aggressive play. And his caddy, who actually was, I forget his name, he won Washington. And so he was just showing some Pacific Northwest love and caddied for him. He just said, look, man, he's OB. If you play it safe and get a 3, he has to make this, which is a touchy turnover, probably 80, 90 feet. Yeah, and out of his hand, Matt knew that wasn't the shot. And that's perfect. That's exactly what Jacob needs right there.
Jacob is betting that...
Yep.
Yeah, that's all he did need because Matt was OB.
Yep. So gains one back. Still, he has to win out, but 3 is a lot less than 4. So moving on to hole 16, par 3, 515 feet. Jacob has to go big off the tee here.
And on this hole, it almost has to be a mistake by Matt if Jacob's going to win this hole, because it's a long hole, but most solid amateur players are probably going to 3 this hole.
Yep.
So someone's either going to have to make a mistake, or someone's going to have to really pump one down there, or throw in something from the fairway. Now it looks like Matt's just playing safe right there.
Yep. Maybe a little bit lower than he wanted, but he's in bounds. He's in the middle of the fairway. He does have to battle those trees a little bit. I was surprised he didn't go out wider left. And you were talking about mistakes. That is not the mistake that Matt wanted there. You can tell he's really upset with that shot.
Wow, now Jacob's got to be thinking, just put it under the basket.
Yep.
I don't have to make this.
Yep.
That is a great shot there. Now the pressure's on here, and boy, we could be 2 up with 2 to go.
Yeah.
And
Oh, wow.
now Matt's got to be thinking at this point, what's going on here?
Yeah.
The wheels are coming off. I've got to get this ship back going straight.
He
And,
played 14 holes of super solid golf, and now the last 2, he's made 2 critical mistakes, and he's giving Jacob all the momentum. He's giving Jacob the belief that now, he can do this. It's now down to 2 with 2 holes left, so Jacob definitely has a chance here.
and these next 2 holes, they are 2, 3s, 4s, 5s. You can get a lot of different things here.
No gimmies.
Now that needs to slide down the hill.
I like the sidearm play, but you want to come out of your hand a little bit flatter. That came a little bit turned over.
I have-
see,
yeah.
just didn't quite fight out enough.
I've been down there several times now. Matt could just throw something simple and straight.
Oh
Oh,
no!
that was an incredibly lucky break.
Wow.
That
Yes, that was going OB for sure. No questions about it. Depending on how Jacob plays this next shot, that could have just won Matt 18 veteran baskets.
Yeah, and this is tough. He's got very
Yeah.
little to do here. Looks like if Matt makes this next putt, it is over.
Yep. And that's a putt Matt has all day.
He just won himself
James.
discs for life,
Wow.
18 veteran baskets to put wherever he
You
wants
can
to put
tell.
them. He told me if he won them, he was going to put them closer to his house. Apparently, he has to drive a little ways to get to the local disc golf courses, and
Right.
this will be nice to have a course closer to him.
Yeah. Not a bad play. So we do have a winning interview with Matt and Robert, so we will cut over to that. Congratulations to Matt Whitlock, Columbia, South Carolina. Enjoy your new 18-hole disc golf course.
We got Matt Whitlock here from South Carolina. He is our 2018 United States Amateur Matchplay Champion. Congratulations
Thank
to
you
you,
very
man.
much.
How you feeling? The last few holes you were up 4 with 4 to go.
Yeah.
And then a couple of mental errors. And what I was saying earlier is that's really the first kind of nerves that you've shown all day. Really steady to start. Tell us what you're thinking coming into hole 14.
I was just first thinking stick it close,
Yeah.
and then went through it saying stay in bounds.
Yeah.
But it was unfortunate. It almost rolled back, but there's a fence there. And I just went next hole. I mean, that hole was up pretty much over, so just wait to get to the next hole and
Right.
keep it in play. Try to lay it up. Of course, I didn't.
Right? Yeah.
It's a tree. But, yeah, basically just trying to keep with him. And
Yeah.
I know I just had to push one, so that was mine. Just get a good tee shot and try to get it in.
Awesome. And you're here up here for 12 feet, probably your most shaky 12-footer you've ever stood over.
Absolutely.
Heart pounding a little bit when you're standing over it?
Still pounding.
Okay,
yeah.
good. Okay,
Still
good.
pounding.
Well, he's overcome the nerves, and this is your 2018 United States Amateur Matchplay Champion, Matt Whitlock. Congratulations,
Thank you very
Matt. Well
much.
done, man. Well done.
Guys, awesome work. Awesome work.
Thank you very much.